Shalom. First and foremost, like give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakarkadash. Double honors to the elders who preach His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akims scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. I say shalom to your Akim out there. And it's a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out. This recent news article from the JerusalemPost.com. This is published March the 31st, 2023, and last updated March the 31st, 2023, by TZVIJOFFRE, and it reads, alleged Israeli airstrikes target Damascus for the second time in 24 hours. Right, because I covered this story yesterday when they had the Israelis, which is the Israelis Defense Force, launch an airstrike over there in Damascus, over there in Syria. Now, 24 hours later, you have another airstrike over there in the same region that took place yesterday. Now, this was 24 hours later, now a second strike in that region. It says on Wednesday night, alleged Israeli airstrike target the Damascus area as well, with the Syrian state media report 2 Syrian soldiers were injured in the strike. Alleged Israeli airstrikes target the Damascus area for the second time in 24 hours on Thursday night, according to the Syrian state media. Syrian air defenses were activated in response. It says on Wednesday night, alleged Israeli airstrike target the Damascus area as well. The Syrian state media reporting 2 Syrian soldiers were injured in the strike. It says, where were the strikes first reported? And it says the opposition Capital Voice news site reported that the strikes on Wednesday's night target an air defense base and a moving target on a highway south of Damascus, believes to be the convoy, a foreign figure on its way to the Kafr Soush neighborhood. Iranian and Hezbollah forces are known to operate in that neighborhood. It says after the strikes first were reported in Al-Madan and Kaf Soush neighborhoods, it is unclear if the fire were caused directly by the strikes or by sharpening from Syrian air defense missiles, as Syrian air defense missiles occasionally fall short. Early this month, alleged Israeli airstrike target an airport in Aleppo, damaging buildings at the site. A little over a week before that strike, alleged Israeli airstrikes target a structure in Maslif. In February, an alleged Israeli airstrike targeted the Karif Shaish neighborhood, with at least 5 people killed in that strike. The Capital Voice site report that the building hit the strike belongs to a businessman, Fadad Balari, the owner of the Al-Fadahi Monsi transfer company affiliated with Hezbollah. The building was reportedly used as a warehouse and a logical support center for the militaries. So I guess that was all the rest of the reading. But as within the last 24 hours, you had another airstrike in that region. And this is potentially affiliated with Hezbollah organization or Iranian-backed military groups and facilities in that location of Aleppo and Damascus, as Israelis continue fire off their missiles with the Israeli Defense Force over there in that region, because tensions between Iran and Israel is at an all-time high, keeping us well too. Bring out the Matthews 24:7. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7, and it reads, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom," right? The Iranians versus the Israelis, the IDF, Israeli Defense Force, and the Iranian-backed allied groups going against the Israeli Defense Force. So that's a nation shall rise against nation. That's a prime example. And I'm going to read it again, Matthews 24:7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." Right, nation shall rise against nation. The IDF, Israeli Defense Force, versus the organized group of Hezbollah, and the Iranian-backed group as well too, with the facilities is located in Damascus and Aleppo of Syria, as the Israelis continue to do airstrikes continuing on in that region. So with that, this was just a sit-down lesson that I wanted to bring out of this recent news article from the Jerusalem Post as of March 31st, 2023. As it reads again, alleged Israeli airstrike target Damascus for a second time in 24 hours. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Mokal Kadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.